The Ultimate Labor Day Summer Giveaway is back again, and another registration opportunity for you today, brought to you by our friends at Enders Auto Repair. You can sign up at WSJM.com, WCSY.com, 983thecoast.com, and 975ycountry.com. Terry Enders, the man, the myth, the legend, the experience. It's awesome to see you again, my friend.
How you doing, Matt?
Doing awesome, man.
Good.
You know, and I'd be lying if I said I was doing amazing, because it's a little bit hot right now, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is very hot.
So when driving, when being in our vehicles, obviously our cooling systems, the air conditioning, obviously super important. But I want to talk about that a little bit more in detail in a second. I want to talk more about how maybe it's kind of changed, right? Because you've got a special machine that can help with newer vehicles, but that's not the only transition that you've seen in 30 years. You've got 30 plus years of experience. So if somebody hears that message, depending on Enders, 30 plus years of experience, what does that mean to you?
Well, Matt, when I started out in 1987, we still had R12. That was a long time ago. So then we transitioned from R12 to 134, which we still use today. But they are starting to phase that out as well. They tell us probably about the next 6-7 years or so, they're hoping to phase it out, and we're going to be into the YF1234, which is the new Freon. That's the expensive stuff. So, yeah, we had to buy new equipment, have some training, and so forth, so we could service those vehicles. But we are fully equipped to service 134 and 1234. Of course, R12 can't service it anymore because we can't get it, but they do make retro kits where we can adapt it over to 134, and it will work a summer for you.
Sure. Well, and I think it's kind of interesting because obviously that's just one avenue and one aspect about how things have evolved from, Model A, as we'll say, right? All the way back. But on the other side of it, too, you mentioned that, you have gotten training in the evolution not only of the equipment that you're working on, but also your mind to be able to adapt to that, too. So you are not the only person that's here, though. You have other employees. So they also get training like that, too?
Oh yes, of course. Yep, we all do it because we all work on the cars. So, everybody that touches it, they need to know what they're doing and the aspects of it. There's safety precautions we have to take. So yeah, everybody needs to know what they're doing.
Now, I will say you work on my vehicles. You've worked on my vehicles. I've, reached out to you in situations where I've been in real tough situations. Those are a couple of things that I can say that, truly, really depict on who you are as a business. But for somebody who's maybe just hearing this for the first time, they're saying, you know what, I don't have a mechanic right now, and I want to have somebody that I trust. Maybe, I hear Matt trusts him and Enders as a whole. What do you want them to know about why they should choose Enders Auto Repair?
Well, I feel we take the extra step to help the customer. Explain what the problem is, explain how we're going to fix the problem, explain how things are priced, what the cost is going to be. People, they need to, feel comfortable with what they're getting done on their car. So, we try to explain everything. If there's a problem, we're on the phone, we're back in touch with you. Hey, we got this issue. Here's what we got to do to resolve it. Here's what it's going to take to fix it. So there's no hidden cost. We try to be totally upfront with everything.
I can 100,000% back up that statement, because you've actually gone through with me in my experience of here's a hierarchy of what needs to be done. Here's the most urgent. Here's some things that you might be able to wait a little bit on, but still need a little bit of attention at some point when you're ready. So I 100% agree and back up what you're saying there. But let's transition not only from that point, but let's talk a little bit more about the state of the world where we're at right now. We know that fuel prices are, always doing this curve, but it's more of an upward trend. What tips do you have, for anybody that is maybe thinking about how can I save money on gas? How can I be more fuel efficient with my vehicle?
Well, Matt, biggest thing is maintenance. If we take care of the tires, tire pressure, air filter, keep it running properly, oil changes, tune-ups, things like that, that all ties in with fuel mileage. A lot of people, that check engine light's been on for a long time. Well, but if it's been on for a long time, you might have something there, an oxygen sensor, a coolant sensor, some issue that's underlying. We don't know it because the light's always been on. Well, those things all tie in with fuel mileage. So you need to keep those repaired, everything up to snuff to get your optimal fuel mileage.
It's funny, when I was in high school, and this sticks with me to this day, the shop teacher that we had that was kind of teaching us a little bit about motors, he says, it's not really a gas pedal, it's actually an airflow pedal that kind of judges how much air to let in, the O2 sensor to push how much fuel through. So if the O2 sensor is not working properly, you are probably spending too much money on gas. That's essentially it.
Very well could be, yes. Yep.
If we wanted to maybe come by and get our vehicle looked at, because we're not actually sure what's going on, what is the process for that, and how do we look at maybe making an appointment to get it actually worked on?
Well, Matt, of course you can either email us, endersautorepair@gmail.com. You can call us, 269-588-5102. And, we try to work you in as soon as possible. If it's an emergency, then, definitely sooner than later. But, yeah, we'd like to get the car in. Of course, give us a little background of what's going on. We get it in. You'd like to have it for the day, run some diagnostic tests and so forth, and kind of see where we're at. And then, of course, we'll get an estimate together, give you a call, and then we'll go from there.
Excellent. This is my guy, Terry Enders, Enders Auto Repair, 30-plus years of experience. You can depend on Enders just like I do. Terry, thank you again for giving us the opportunity to come out and learn more about you, but also for supporting the Ultimate Labor Day Summer Giveaway.
All right, appreciate it, Matt.
Appreciate you, brother. You bet. There you go. Sign up right now. Open till 6 o'clock. WCSY.com, WSJM.com, 983thecoast.com, and 97.5ycountry.com. The Ultimate Labor Day